Here is the 11th English defense sermon. I would like to talk about the stone that the builders rejected is the cornerstone of the house, what the Jehovah has ordained. The stone which the builders refused is become the headstone of the corner. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day which the Lord had made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 119, 22 through 24. God is omnipotent, incomprehensible, and true and doing nothing. And He works to achieve the love He wants to give according to the word of the prophecy, recorded through the prophets under the foreknowledge and predestination of the God's management plan. Therefore, human being can enjoy the blessing of the salvation by obeying God's providence. Therefore, he must absolutely obey what God has decided, and the Lord said, it will certainly God's will also be done. Matthew 21, 33 through 44. The Lord who came as a baby said in Isaiah 9, 6 through 7, that he would sit on David's throne and firmly establish the kingdom and rule it forever. They say unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men, and will let out his vineyard unto other householder, which shall render him the fruit in their seasons. Jesus said to them, did you never read in the scripture, the stone which the builders rejected, the same is become the head of the corner? This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Therefore say I unto you, the kingdom of the God shall be taken from you, and given to the nation, bringing forth the fruits thereof. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken, but on the whomsoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder. Matthew 21, 43 through 44. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of the Peace. Of the increase of his government and the peace there shall be no end. Upon the throne of the David, and upon his kingdom, to order it, and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The seal of the Lord of the host will perform this. Isaiah 9, 6 through 7. First of all, the Lord, knowing this is the advance, entered the city, which is despised in Matthew 21, 19, and saw a fig tree, and saw that he had only leaves on it, saying that it would no longer bear fruit. However, according to the prophecy of the Bible, he came as the Messiah, as the Son of God, and as the Savior. He came to his own land as the true light of life. John 1:9. But he knew that his people would not receive him. Knowing this, John 1:11. He cursed Israel. And when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon but leaves only, and said unto it, let no fruit grow honor henceforth forever, and present the fig tree without the way. Mountain 21:19. That was the rule right, which lighted every man that came into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came in unto him own, and his own received him not. John 1:9-11. The Lord speaks of this in the parable given to the least of the vineyard in Matthew 21:33-46. The farmers beat the servant severely, killed him, and stoned him. Matthew 21:35. When the sent his son, he threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. Matthew 21:39. In Matthew 21:41-44, the Lord said in the Bible that the rejection of the Lord who came to build the kingdom has become the stone in the builders rejected. The stone is rejected by the builders, has become the cornerstone. Have you ever read that he said that the kingdom of the God will be taken away from you and given to people that bears fruit. The Lord of the Old Testament is God, and the Lord of the New Testament is Jesus. This refers to the work of the Lord of the first coming as the stone rejected by the builders, and the work of the Lord of the second coming, and the Lord of the judges as the cornerstone. However, since the work of the Lord of the second coming and the Lord of the judgment is judgment without pit, mercy, and forgiveness, he said in verse 44 that whosoever falls on this stone will be broken, and if this stone falls on person, he will be pulverized and scattered. But then the husband saw and the son. They said among themselves, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance." And they caught him and cast him out of the vineyard and slew him. Matthew 21:33-39. When will this time come? In Matthew chapter 24, the Lord gave specific prophecies, signs about the end of the mankind. Let's find out through this text. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, "Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of your coming and of the end of the world?" And Jesus answered and said unto him, "Take heed, had no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many, and you shall hear of the wars and rumors of the wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and the kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of the sorrows." Matthew 24:3-8. The appearance of many false Christ at the end of the Lord's second coming can be as soon as events after the foundation of the Sinai regime, after the liberation, and it is meant that the First and Second World Wars in the 20th century of the riots, and the rumors of the riots and the 1950 year, it refers to the 625 edicts on evil and the tribulation of judgment that has not been since the creation of the world in verse 24-21, and the war in which a nation against a nation refers to the Vietnam War that on April 30, 1975, and the latter half of the 20th century is the end of the mankind. It is a time of the calamity. After that, the definite sign of the human and is the appearance of the beast with 10 horns on the seventh head. The red horses of Revelation 6:4 that is the permitted devil's power appeared. It was emergence of the Soviet Union through the Bolshevik communist liberation of Stalin and Marx-Leninism, atheism, and materialism. It is because the prophecy of the first trumpet to the fourth trumpet in Revelation 8:6-12 is fulfilled that the sword of the world will be communized with the advent of the nation. For them shall be great tribulation, such was not since the beginning of the world to this time, though nor ever shall be. Matthew 24:21. And the fourth angel sounded, and the sword of the sun was smitten, and the sword of the moon, and the sword part of the stars. So as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the light likewise. Revelation 8:12. At the end of the 28th century, the signs of the end are fulfilled, and at the beginning of the 21st century, Cyrus, who received oil from the east in Isaiah 45:1, and Jacob, who is like an earthworm from the east in Isaiah 41:14-15, used the sharp truth dressing instruments at the end of the east. The work of the east, Revelation 7:2-4, which brings out 144,000 changed saints sealed by the missionary of the prophecy again in Revelation 10:11, of the end of the firework of the new things, judges the world and brings about a new era. Isaiah 43:19-20, to establish the millennium kingdom. Revelation 24, ruled by Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. Those that said that the Lord is anointed to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him, and I'll loose the ruins of the kings, to open before him, to leave the gates, and the gates shall not be shut. Isaiah 45:1. Fear not, you worm Jacob, and you men of Israel, I'll help you, said the Lord, and your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I'll make you a new sharp dressing instrument, having teeth. You shall dress the mountains and beat them small, and you shall make the hills as the chaff. Isaiah 41:14 14 through 15. And I saw another angel ascend from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, seeing hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the seven servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which was sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Revelation 7:2 through 4. Behold, I do new things. Now it shall spring forth, and you not know it. I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. The beasts of the field shall honor me, and the dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen. Isaiah 43:19 through 20. And I saw throne, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given to them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of the Jesus, and for the word of the God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. Revelation 24. It first the claim that the nations against the nation is the 655th nation upheld, and the tribulation of the judgment is the same testimony as the Lord also testified in the heavenly testimony of the American church, Pastor Sarah Shaw. As the Lord said, when the gospel of the kingdom is preached to the ends of the earth, then the end will come. He told the parable of the fig tree in Matthew 24:32 through 36. Just as you know, summer has come when its leaves have become tender and branched out. According to the prophecy of the Lord in Matthew 25:1 through 2, the temple of the Jerusalem was destroyed and the regions was destroyed. So that this was said in AD 50 by Titus by Roman general, that the temple of the Jerusalem would fall without leaving a stone upon a stone. The Republic of the Korea was established on August 15, 1948. 3 months after Israel was miraculously established in May 14, 1949, and the mission of the prophetic nation was transformed according to the word of the Lord in Matthew 21:41 through 44, and the mission of the cornerstones began. This mission of the eternal gospel in Revelation 46 began, and the beautiful news, Isaiah 49, was delivered to this world as prophesied. Thus, at the beginning of the 21st century, the golden candlestick churches of the earth, Revelation 1:12 through 13 and 20, and Revelation 21, Revelation 11:4 appeared. Zechariah 42, pure gold lampstand. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When this branch is yet tender and put forth leaves, you know that summer is night. So like you and you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Matthew 24, 32 through 34. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See you not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another, and that shall not be thrown down. Matthew 24, 1 through 2. Notice the liberation from Japanese oppression and the founding of the Republic of Korea is certain that God's will of the God's management plan has been fulfilled if you look at the testimonies of the God's commanded warning of the sea of the fire against Japan by Elder Park Kwan-jung and Mrs. An Ri-soo. Because the work of the authority of the judgment, it is with the candlestick church complete because victory is achieved. Many people will be freed from sin through Jesus, the stone of the rejection, and through Jesus, the headstone, that will have complete victory on earth and establish a peaceful kingdom on earth. Therefore, the candlestick church exists when the headstone is laid out. The fact that the crown shouted, Grace, grace be upon him, taught the work of the candlestick church. When a sinner is called, he testifies to the cross of the Jesus, the stone of the rejection, and when the judge is a sinner, he testifies to the truth of the plumb line of the Jesus, the stone of the head. This is the work of the changeability saints. When Jesus comes into church, there are churches that aim for kingdom of the heaven, and there are also churches that aim for the new age. In the four Gospels and the Epistles, it was only called the church, but the book of the Revelation, it is called the candlestick because the work of the transformed saints was taught at the same time of the second coming. The great mountain is the demonic position of the Northern Communist Party, of the atheism and materialism, and it shall that it will be complete destroyed in the war of the Armageddon. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve you, it shall not perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Isaiah 60:12. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken, but whosoever it shall fall, it will grind him to the power. Matthew 21:44. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceed out of their mouth, and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, and it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues, as often as they will. Revelation 11:5-6. Looking more closely at the work of the headstone in the Bible, Isaiah 28:6 says that this stone is the work of the Lord of the church, and is the precious and solid foundation stone. Zechariah 3:8-9 says that this work is the work of the new several of the branches. the mission of the age of the end of mankind, it is clear that this is the work of the Lord of the second coming, who is the cornerstone of Daniel 2:44 through 45, and the armies riding the white horses, Revelation 19:11 through 21. It means the work of the final victory in the war of the Armageddon. Therefore you said that the Lord, behold, I lay in the Zion for a foundation of stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He is that delivers, shall not make mistakes. Isaiah 28:16. Hear loud, O Jehovah, the high priest, you and your followers that the city before you, for they are men undoed for behold, I bring forth my servant the branch. For behold the stone that I have laid before Joshua. Upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, said the Lord of the hosts. And I remove the incarnate of the dead that in the one day. Zechariah 3:8 through 9. And in the day of the 3 kings shall God of the heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to the other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. For as much as you saw that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and it break in pieces the iron, the brass, and the clay, and the silver, and the gold, the great of God had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. Daniel 2:44 through 45. We definitely need to know the 20,000 years history of the Christians does not end with the salvation of a soul who go to heaven by believing in Jesus and being born again. Now the original sin and actual sins are resolved, the spirit and the body, and do not die and enter the new age, and who do not taste death and welcome the Lord of the second advent are saved, become the remaining servants and peoples, and receive familiar salvation, and enjoy blessing of all generations to come, is to die. If you are watching until the end, you can see the English and Korean text of the more detailed defense sermon that was referenced to on the internal homepage, blog, and the Candlestick Central Church in the internet. I hope you are in the peace of the Lord until the next time. Thank you. The curious period is around 2024 and through 2026 for the unification of the North and South Korea. The first 3 and a half years around 2025 through 2028. The rapture and World War started around 2028. The next 3 and a half years around 2028 through 2032. And after the organizing the kingdom department, the coronation and departure heaven wedding feast. Revelation 6 to Revelation 99. The Armageddon war is expected around 2032. The wedding feast, the inauguration ceremony of the King of Kings, and the Truck, Revelation 24, and the Millennium Kingdom are expected around 2024. The 10 Commandments. First, you shall have no other gods before me. Second, you shall not make for yourself either in the form of anything. You shall not bow down them or worship them. Third, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. Fourth, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Fifth, honor your father and your mother. Sixth, you shall not murder. Seventh, you shall not commit adultery. Eighth, you shall not steal. Ninth, you shall not forgive false testimony against your neighbor. Tenth, you shall not covet your neighbor's belongings. Thank you.